Hi everyone, so today I'll be going over my empties for the month of January. Like always, I'll separate these into categories in case you're only interested in certain items. Let's go on to skincare. So I have these two small sachets. The first one is a Korean skincare cleanser from B Lab. This is their matcha hydrating foam cleanser, which I already purchased this in a full size. I'm not exactly sure why. I think it was just pretty cheap. However, I won't be repurchasing this because I didn't find that it foamed at all and it had like little bits of what I assume were matcha or like green tea leaves or something, and it didn't irritate my face. I just didn't really care for it. So yeah, that one is done and I won't be repurchasing it. And then I don't know how I got on the CeraVe mailer, I guess, whatever, but it came with the CeraVe AM facial moisturizing lotion. So while I do like their PM moisturizer and their basic lotion, I find that their sunscreen doesn't work for me. Well, that and plus it's only SPF 30 if I'm not mistaken. I know it says oil free, but I get irritated with whatever UV filters are in here. So I felt like my face was a little bit itchy and I really had to get this off with a cleansing balm instead of a cleansing lotion. So I feel like this is a little bit heavy and it pills on my skin, or at least it doesn't play well with my other skincare steps. And that's to say, this just isn't for me. So I won't be repurchasing that specific product. Now, to go on to an item or a serum that my sister gave me, she got this Peace Out Dark Spot Serum. So she has, I think, sometimes she gets a little bit of like acne spots and she's prone to getting dark marks. I don't really get dark marks unless a very like one-off occasion I get a cystic acne around my chin, but I find that I never use like not whitening, but like dark correcting serums. So here's the box that she gave me. So I think the reason why she didn't like this is because it has glycolic acid. I don't think it's advertised. I think the only thing that's advertised right here is the tranexamic acid, kojic acid, and alpha arbutin. So if you want to see what each ingredient does, so we have kojic acid, which I think that's what makes this product a little bit dark, and alpha arbutin. I think that's for the discoloration. AHAs is the chemical exfoliators, and tranexamic acid is just to help with the dark spots. Let me try to see if I can get some out of here. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't even know why I did that. But yeah, this kind of smells a little bit weird and it has this dark mark. So I use this on my body as like an exfoliating type of serum, but I didn't really like the smell and I feel like it left me a little bit of a, yeah, it smells weird. But I think it's unscented or there's no fragrance to mask whatever ingredients are in here. Yeah, I didn't like the scent. It left me a little bit sticky, but when I used it on my face, it was okay. Okay, so she opened it April 5th, I think. And then this one is good 12 months after opening. So yeah, I don't recommend that. My sister doesn't recommend that as well, but she has a sensitivity to glycolic acid, and I personally like my exfoliating toners instead of exfoliating like lotions, creams, or serums. So there's that. Great. Now I'm going to have this weird smell on my hand, but it's okay. All right, the next item is something that I would repurchase. However, I have a lot of serums that I need to go through this year, but I will repurchase the end of this year or next year. But anyways, this is the Klairs Fundamental Watery Oil Drop. It's a pretty big bottle, so this does have some peptides, but it's mainly, I think, meant to hydrate your skin, which I feel like it does. I know it says oil drop, but it feels honestly more like a serum. And I use this morning and night. However, now it's a little bit colder, a little bit drier, and I feel like I need something a little bit more thick because this was a little bit watery. So there's that. I would repurchase this one. I didn't mark when I started this just because I have a tendency to finish this serum well within the Best Buy time. So there's that. And I get that on Wish Trend every like so often. Okay, so the next one, we have another item from Wish Trend. We have the Klairs sunblock that got reformulated like last year or 2 years ago. So this is an SPF 50 and it is 50 grams. I feel like shrinkflation is definitely a thing because I could have sworn that the previous version used to be 60 grams or 70 grams. But anyways, I really like this. I like that applicator is just like a squeeze tube. I did cut it open and I feel like this doesn't leave me a white cast or anything. However, this one does leave my face a little dewy. Some people might say it leaves them shiny, but I personally like that about this. I do notice if I over apply my sunblock, which that has happened in the past, that my hair, if I wear it down, it does cling on to my skin or my face. I think that's it for skincare. Let me go over to the body care section. So I have a lot of samples from Lush, so let me get on to that. But I guess the first thing is I I put this in my bag to signify that I finished one shower bomb in Comfort Zone. I think it's a pink one. I'll try to insert a photo if I remember to. But yeah, that one was a little bit old. It was going on like a year since I had purchased it. So it wasn't as luxurious as I remembered it. It's a single use product, just the way that I use it. I think you could realistically break it up into two showers, but I liked using it all in one go. So there's that. Another product that I finished was a Lush Shoot for the Stars soap. I'll put a picture that was a part of my project Use It Up when I used to do it back in 2023, but I only had a little bit left and I finished it up with exfoliating gloves. Okay, now we have all of these like Lush sample pots. So let's go one by one. Okay, first we have the Yog Nog shower gel. I really love how this looks, almost identical to Golden Egg shower gel for the Easter of 2023 collection. I feel like now Lush shower gels, if not all of them, they're very runny, and I think now you can use them as a shampoo, but that might be a little bit drying. But that's to say, I really love Yog Nog in body care, but I don't like it in like the body spray that came out one year. But yeah, it's a good scent. It's very gourmand if you're interested. However, that is a scent that comes out typically during the winter time. Okay, and then the next one we have is Renee's Shea Souffle Hair Oil. I think I remember this being a little bit kind of like a smell that I don't care for. So it looked and felt like a butter on my hair. I think you were supposed to use it after the shower, but it was a little bit thick and it weighed down my hair. So I used it kind of like a hot. So I got this like little tub. I kind of plopped that into the microwave for like 2-3 seconds or something. And then I used it as a hot oil or like a hair oil treatment. And I did like it, but I feel like I didn't really notice anything. So I wouldn't repurchase that given that it's pretty pricey. Next, we have Magic Crystal's shower scrub. So I got this free when I went in store to do a Boxing Day purchase. And I really like this. I remember back when Magic Crystals used to be a part, I believe, the Halloween line. So ideally, if they had any inventory left over, you were able to find it for 50% off. But now it's like an all year round product. It smells really nice. It's like a nice deep purple, shiny, sparkly color, and it has a minty smell. However, I don't really like minty colors, but I did like how this formula of a shower scrub felt. So I would purchase that if I was like feeling like splurging for a minute. Okay, next we have Pansy body lotion. I don't really have that much to say about this, just besides that it felt really nice. It was hydrating. I just didn't care for the scent, but it is a soft floral, so I think that if you like floral types of scents, you might like this. Next, I finished off a Charity Pot body lotion. This one is the lotion that I believe a portion, or if not all of the proceeds, go to a specific charity. And yeah, that one smells a little bit unscented, so I would say if you have sensitive skin that you should go ahead, try that out. However, I personally wouldn't purchase it again because I like more their scented products. And then I think my sister gave me this one because we both went in store and she got a free Magic Crystals shower scrub. She also really liked it. And then finally, we have a Beauty Sleep Face and Body Mask. This is the one that smells, to me, it smells a little bit like neroli, but my sister doesn't like how it smells. And I feel like it's a little bit too compact. I feel like I need to add a lot of water in order for it to glide on my skin. I wouldn't recommend this. However, I did use it and I find that it was better suited for like an in the shower type of mask. So then I could easily rinse that off. So I think that's it for the Lush sample pots. Go on to some samples that I got from a small business. It's called on Etsy shop Made by Bloom or Made by Bloom, depending on where you purchase. So she does a lot of dupe scents as well as other just like I guess popular scents. So these are the samplers that I've got. So these are both two Lush fragrances. We have Yog Nog and Porridge. In my opinion, both of these fragrances aren't for me. I would say Yog Nog. This one, it's just a little bit too, I don't know, the dry down, I don't really care for it. I think there's like a musky scent in here that just doesn't interact. I tried it on my clothes and on my skin, and I got that smell both times on the dry down. Yeah, and I think the spray nozzle was a little bit busted on this one. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this. However, I feel like I didn't care for the Yog Nog body spray. So it could be that I just don't like Yog Nog in a body spray perfume type of form. So there's that one. The lasting power for both of these was really good though. Next we have is Porridge. So this one, I don't have the scent notes, but I remember it smelled a little bit like a half flat type of a used to be bubbly type of drink. It smells really nice, but I don't want to kind of go around smelling like soda. But yeah, this one had good longevity, but I wouldn't full size this one. We have another small business. So this one is from Andromeda's Curse. This one's Wheel of Fortune. Fragrance notes are cotton candy, popcorn, and apples. And I think the main scent that I got from this one was the apple note. And I do have to say, I don't really care for apple fragrances unless it's like a sugary candy type of apple or a green apple mixed with other berry or other scents. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of her scents are very like indie, bespoke. So I do think that she's one of the shops, along with the next two that I'm going to show you, that makes her own fragrances. It's not like she buys like a bulk fragrance oil and then kind of like mixes it or like dilutes it or anything. I think she makes her own. So yeah, this one I definitely get mostly the apple and a little bit of the popcorn. So I wouldn't full size this one, and I feel like the longevity wasn't the best. Okay, next we have two little samplers from Lovesick Witchery, another small business on Etsy. She has like on her website. You know how some people that are small businesses they don't really have a lot of reviews. I want to say almost every day at least one person posts a review. But to go on, let's go on to green tea latte. So I found that for whatever reason, this one leaned a little bit powdery and a little bit floral too. So I think initially when I purchased this, I thought it was going to be like a milky matcha latte, you know, like something that I would find at a boba shop. But this one's definitely more of that, almost like a grassy green tea leaves when it's being brewed. It's not burnt or anything, but there's like this like baby powder, powdery floral type of scent that I'm just throwing off a little bit. So I would not recommend this one, and I didn't have the best longevity. So almost all of these perfume oils, they only last me about 2-3 hours. So not the best. And then the last one that I got from her was Trick or Treat, and I think that's the same issue with the other one from Andromeda's Curse, that it has a predominantly apple fragrance. Yeah, although this one is definitely sweeter, so I would say if you like sweet apples, like maybe like candy, a little bit of strawberry, this one is good, and I think she ended up giving me a full size of this in a later order that I purchased, but I just didn't really care for that apple note in here. However, this one does smell sweeter, or it's the sweetest one out of all the perfume oils that I showed right now. And then speaking of perfume oils, I was on the hunt at TJ Maxx and Marshalls for the Sand and Fog perfume oils. I found one. I got the scent wrong, so I was looking for white vanilla, and I think I got vanilla musk. So it came with this sample set of santal and cardamom, and I just knew that I wasn't going to like it, but I thought, oh, maybe it's going to be more like a coffee type of fragrance. But no, it smells almost identical to that Le Labo Santal 33 or something. Yeah, that's just not my scent. I've also smelled a lot of dupes for it. Like I think there's a Mimic one from the brand Mimic that they have at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I also didn't like it. So when I tell you that I like this was a rollerball Okay, so this one had a roller ball, but I plopped that sucker out and I decided to use this and mix it with a body butter that was unscented or lightly scented. And I used it twice, so half and then half. And when I tell you that when I put this on, my mom could still smell it like 2 days after, because obviously I showered, I put my pajamas on, and then each day she'd be like, "Did you reapply that perfume oil?" And then I said, "No, it's like I guess it just stuck onto my clothes." So the performance of this I found to be like super, it just blew my mind. I haven't tried another perfume oil that has given me that much longevity. Granted, I used half of it in one go, so there's that. So I would recommend this in terms of how it performed and stuff. I just didn't care for the scent. So there's that one. Okay, let's go on to another product. So here we have an Onyx Bathhouse body butter. They also have body lotions, and I don't think I will repurchase the body lotion or the body butter. And I think it's because there's like this base body butter smell that just isn't my vibe. I guess I don't like using that word, but anyways, I got this on sale from $5.99 to $4.50. I liked it that it had this little cover here to kind of protect your body butter, and I completely finished it up. And the scent was in their, I think it was their Pride collection that one year. It says Love is Love. Yeah, so this was pineapple mango, but I feel like it has this underlying unscented body butter type of scent. So there we go. The sides, it says body butter, pineapple mango. I did use this or layer this with other pineapple or mango or citrus types of scents, and it did help to kind of get rid of that underlying scent that I didn't care for. However, I do want to note that it made my skin feel really moisturized, so it was good in that aspect. So there's that one. Wouldn't repurchase it, but it did feel nice. And then I did finish up Onyx Bathhouse Foaming Body Scrub. So this is an older one that I had in the scent Birthday Cake, and I think that it lists the fragrance notes, which I think is just vanilla and sugar right here. So these are really rough and stuff. However, I do want to say that the new ones, so when I purchased these, and the majority of the ones that I have, which I'm trying to finish up my collection, is that they had an aluminum like foil right here that you had to open up, and that was really nice because that was a way to quickly like open it in store and see if it had been tampered with. Now they have more of the one like in the body butter type of thing where you open it up and there's like this plastic thing, but obviously anybody can go like that and smell it. So I do like it more when they had that aluminum design. So, and also now I feel like they smell a little bit more diluted, and I feel like it has that base body scrub smell. So I'm going to try to finish up the collection that I have, but I would repurchase this scent if they had it with aluminum foil and if it was still the same consistency and stuff. But this is one of the heavier duty scrubs, and I do like Onyx Bathhouse because they are a bit more grittier, exfoliating, so on and so forth. Okay, next we have a body scrub from Tree Hut that my sister finished. I'm including it because I did use it twice, and initially when I hauled this, I didn't like how it smelled not in the shower. I feel like it just smelled a little bit weird, but I feel like this is, you know how candles, some people say they come alive burning? I feel like this scent comes alive being worked into your skin. On cold, let me see. Yeah, on cold, I just get kind of like this basic cinnamon type of scent. It's like ground cinnamon with a little bit of sugar, but then when I'm actually in the shower, I feel like I get more of this cinnamon toast crunch type of scent, and I really, really enjoy it. Again, Tree Hut has like their basic type of formula, and I feel like that one is more for people with uh sensitive skin, I guess, but I feel like it's not exfoliating enough for me personally. But it is a nice everyday or every other day type of shower exfoliator. Okay, next, going on to home fragrance. Let me show you the re-diffusers that I have finished. So the first one, it's one of the ones that are crystal infused. So if you're into crystals, meditation, and all that, you can reuse the ones in here. I'm not, but I'm going to take out the crystals. And then I have this little collection because a lot of the re-diffusers that I initially purchased had them. So this was, I believe, in a pumpkin scent, and it was just okay. It was from the brand Morgan and Grace. I feel like you can find that brand a lot at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I would just say it was just okay. Yeah, it was just okay. I feel like there are other better ones, so I don't think I would repurchase that scent again. But let me go on to one that I would repurchase. I believe that this is a made in England brand, Pecksmiths, England. So this one, I believe the scent was gardenia and white. Was it white peach or white pear? I think it was white peach. Okay, and the main scent that I got from this was the gardenia, and I feel like when this was so for example, if this was next to another one like this one, I feel like the Pecksmith would overpower it. So I would recommend this one. I just don't really care for that gardenia scent, but I do like the reeds that they use. If you don't know, I have a preference for reed diffusers. I like the black reeds more than the wooden reeds. So there is that one. I feel like my voice is getting a little bit kind of scratchy. But let me go over actually the first candle that that I finished in 2024. This one was from Lush, the Snow Fairy 4-Wick. I have a dedicated review for this, but I purchased it on sale 50% off. So originally it was 50 and I got it on sale for 25. So, okay, this one, it kind of finished almost completely. I do feel like this is very pricey for the performance that I got. I do want to say though that it's a lot better than their single wick format, but I think that they're discontinuing their candles, so you probably aren't going to find this. I feel like 4 wicks was definitely an improvement, but I don't know. I think I got like somewhere around the 6 range, and like all the way up until the midway mark, it did have a lot of wax clean onto the sides. Somehow it auto corrected and it like went down all the way to the bottom. So I wouldn't, you know what? I would repurchase a 4 wick if for whatever reason they want to bring it back, but I wouldn't get a Snow Fairy scent. I'd probably get, let's say, Yognog or something that might be a little bit of a scent that would perform better. So I think I'm going to stick to their wax melts, which reminds me I need to try out. But yeah, I liked the candle given that it was a natural wax candle and it's a little bit pricey. If it was cheaper, I think I would recommend it. And then I like that on the website it says to burn within 14 months of use. And if you don't know, Snow Fairy is their very distinct cotton candy scent that Lush brings out every winter. So there is that. I need to go ahead and recycle this. Next, moving on to another company that uses only natural wax, we have one that I saw at TJ Maxx for a while and I was very intrigued. It's from the brand called Palm Beach Collection. I believe they are a predominantly made in Australia brand. And so I didn't see any reviews on this brand. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and review it. And it was a 2 wick and it performed kind of not the best because I couldn't really smell it too much. So I think if I had my candle crock that I recently ordered, I think I would have liked this a little bit more. And I do want to say that this got really sooty smelling the last like 10%, which it wasn't like that before. And the wax did get discolored. So I'm not going to try any more of this brand given that it's also pretty pricey. So I know that this one says chocolate candy cane soy candle. I mainly just got the candy cane, like a very light minty candy cane. The chocolate note was like super in the background. I would say like 90% candy cane and 10% chocolate, if at that. So here we have that, but it did come in this very cute giftable box. Soy candle, you can see right there, it was originally $24.99, but I got it on sale for $16. Oh, and it was a 2 wick, 420 grams. Kind of regret purchasing it. So there's that. Going on to another regret of purchasing. When I tried Yankee Candle, I decided to review some of the candles that I purchased, like the Banana Toffee and the other orange pumpkin one that I'm drawing a blank on the name. But the Friday Collective candles, this one specifically is Frap Season. I think they also sell these in Target. But I really like the scent notes of this. It was like blue raspberry, cotton candy, and this is how it burned. It was a 3 wick. The wax isn't discolored. It was that like kind of purpley color. Yeah, this one, if I remember correctly, because it was kind of forgettable. I think that it burned okay. The flames were all right, but it was, again, a low strength and throw. I think despite this being a soy blend, it gave me about what that Palm Beach collection candle gave me. And I got this on sale for $8. So it did remind me of the Bath and Body Works candle called Maine's Best Blueberry Cotton Candy, I believe. But just the Bath and Body Works one is better. So I don't need this in my life. I wouldn't repurchase anything from Yankee Candle's Friday Collective. Yeah, it was pretty disappointing. So there is that one. Speaking of disappointing, there are two candles that I decluttered that I'm going to consider empty. They are from the brand Kringle. I pawned off to my aunt two of the 2-wick large tumbler candles. So it was lava cake that I hated with the white hot intensity of 1,000 suns, and then I decluttered the hot chocolate. So I don't want to beat this dead horse, but basically, lava cake, hated it. Hot chocolate, tolerable, but not handsome enough to tempt me. If anyone gets that Pride and Prejudice reference. Okay, changing gears, we have Hallmark's a 4-wick candle. I really love this scent, and I don't know if it did get stronger or not, but I feel like this one performed a little bit better than the other one that I reviewed and burned. These are different, or these have different pour dates. So here is the lid. It had the heavier one, and I purchased this one in QVC if that matters. So it does look a little funky, but it burned pretty much all the way down. I love how these candles, how they look when lit. So for this one, the fragrance notes are pink strawberries, whipped raspberry sorbet, marshmallow fluff, whipped cream. So this one's pretty old. We're in 2024, and this one was made December 11th, 2021. Some people who like burning Hallmark's candles, they let them cure. I personally wouldn't do that. However, I feel like I'm very slow at burning my candles, so I tend to inadvertently do that. But this one does smell nice. My sister kept coming into my room. She loves strawberries. And she says, she's like, oh man, I really love how this scents. So I have one more, same pour date and everything. So I think I'm gonna give her that one, or I think I'm gonna give her my last one to burn in her room. But if you've ever smelled like those hard candies with the kind of like swirls that are strawberries and cream. I think they're called cream savers. But yeah, that smells a lot like how this candle smells. So I would recommend it and I would repurchase it, but I know my sister likes it, so I'll just give it to her. And I think the last category is miscellaneous. I have a bunch of supplement gummies that I finished. Let's go on to that first. First one we have is from the brand Vibe Wellness. Strengthen Boost supports thicker, stronger hair. Citrus flavor. I believe this one had 60 gummies. This was take 2 a day. And I got this from TJ Maxx for $6. So that one's kind of pricey, but it does have other kind of like ingredients. So like keratin, horsetail herb, which as far as I know, all supplement gummies and stuff aren't FDA approved, or like these claims aren't verified by the FDA. So, try your luck with that. But these, I hated how they tasted because not not that the taste was bad, I just didn't like the consistency. It was pretty hard on the outside and then it was like mushy on the inside. So I would not repurchase this brand. It did taste okay, but the texture just really threw me off until I tried the Moxie gummies from Bath and Body Works, and that was horrible in a different type of way. But these I would not get. Next, we have one that I got, which I later found out was actually for kids, black elderberry immune support. Can you really know if something supported your immunity? Maybe only if you don't get sick during that time, but I didn't. So yeah, this one I got it on sale for $4.50. So again, take two. Oh no, never mind. This was one gummy. I think towards the end I wanted to finish it up, so I took two. But yeah, these tasted very, very bitter, and I just wanted to finish them up. So I don't recommend these. I don't even know if they have them for adults. But yeah, there's those. Going on to the brand Nature's Truth. So the only Nature's Truth gummies that I have tried that I haven't liked were these black elderberry gummies with vitamin C and zinc. I tried to pawn these off on my sister, but she was like, oh, they're getting a little bit hard because they had been opened for a while. So this one I got it for $4 at Marshall's. And yeah, so it just has vitamin C and zinc. This was take 2 a day. So I wouldn't repurchase this one just because they were a little bit hard. I can't tell if it was because I just didn't close them properly or what, but they were also a little bit bitter. So I think that if I ever get a elderberry supplement, I'll just probably make sure that it's mixed in with another type of fruit. But it wasn't expired or anything. Let's see. Um, well, kind of. It was nearing the expiration, August 2024. So maybe that's why they just weren't super fresh. But yeah, I didn't really like the texture of these because, not the texture, I didn't like it that they were a little bit hard. So there's that. Some Nature's Truth gummies that I do recommend. Here we have the vitamin D3. This is the 5,000 IUs. So I think this is the one with high potency. The ones, there's also one that is in a pineapple flavor. This one is in a peach flavor. However, that one you need to take 2 a day. This one you only have to take 1 a day. So it's just vitamin D. And I got these retail price, which you can tell. Oh no, I didn't. I got them on sale for 7, and I really liked them enough to purchase these when they were regular price. So I do recommend these, and I like that the texture is different. So for example, these were a little bit more, is there a picture? But they were different shapes. So I like these shapes when they're just like a hockey puck, essentially. So yeah, really liked how that tasted. And then the next one, these have the same shape as the vitamin D3, and these are the ashwagandha gummies. It says for restore and unwind. Again, I don't know how you can tell that if it's working. 60 gummies, you only need to take 1, and I think that's the only type of supplement that it has, and I got these on sale for 7. So I did already repurchase the ashwagandha and the vitamin D3, and I do recommend it, and they do taste pretty well, or pretty good. So we have this Virtue Full shampoo that my sister gave me. I really liked it, and then she told me it was like retail price 40 bucks. So luckily I found it recently, just a few days ago at Walmart, but not in the full. I think it was the repair and restore or something, or repair and strength line. So I would recommend this. It did work with my hair type, but it's a little bit too pricey. So maybe when I want to splurge one day, the only thing is that it doesn't really smell the best. It just kind of smells very like planty, like eucalyptus, lavender, that type of feel. Essential oils is what I'm trying to say. And then the next thing that I used for my hair was this JVN, what is this, pre-washed scalp oil. So I will put this on either a few minutes or like a few hours before my shower and then just rinse it off. So I felt like this added more moisture to my hair and it left my hair feeling a little bit softer. And it was pretty easy to like rinse off with just my regular cheap shampoo. So there's that. I don't know how much my sister purchased this for, but I don't think I would purchase it again because honestly, I could do this with avocado oil or heck, even olive oil. So there's that. Last 2 items. First, we have this Crest 3D White. I believe this is the Brilliance. So advanced plus stain protection. Let's see how much fluoride this has. So it doesn't have the most fluoride. It only has 0.243 with 0.16% fluoride ion. Typically, I like to get toothpastes with like the most fluoride I can find, which is 0.454 if I'm not mistaken, but I got this free from my doctor's office. And I do like the texture, the taste, and the consistency. So if I can't find the other stronger, like my regular toothpaste, I'd probably purchase that again. And then last item, we have some very old blot sheets from Target. These are the Up and Up brand 70 sheets. So I went crazy and purchased a lot back in middle school, you know, when being matte was a thing. And so I use these by when I want to reapply my deodorant, I just kind of blot my underarms and then I put on my deodorant, which is one that it's a cream. So I do touch it with my finger. I tend to like not care for the wooden applicator that you can use. I feel like I have more control with my finger. So yeah, that is everything that I finished in the month of January. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.